Hello, everybody, and welcome to the WildWeiler Weekly Wrap. As always, I am WildWeiler. Friends, if you've been watching this vlog all year, you'll notice that I keep getting sick, injured, or end up in England, and only one of those is planned. Well, this week is no different, and I haven't ended up in England. I have lateral epicondylitis, which is a fancy word for tennis elbow, which really sucks. It affects my ability to type, move a mouse, and play tennis, and I do two of those three things. So, it's really impacting me quite significantly. For those of you that don't know, tennis elbow is a condition where the elbow and outer forearm become very painful and tender. According to Wikipedia, tennis elbow is enthesicopathic, which I did not pronounce right, but it's a type of disease in how we understand diseases to work that is idiopathic, which means we have no idea what causes it. None whatsoever. Like, it just happens. Basically, it happens through overuse, but why some people get it and other people don't is a total mystery. Once again, according to Wikipedia, I am not a doctor. Anyways, I have some stretches to do and some not going to the gym to happen, and I should be normal in a time measured in weeks, which is really annoying and really difficult and going to make things suck. But the show must go on. And speaking of shows, I watched the movie Jackie Chan's First Strike, and that movie is nuts. Tonally, it's an action comedy, but in that weird way that mid-90s Hong Kong action comedies kind of swerve between being, wait, do people die in this movie, or did they just get hit on the head a whole bunch like George of the Jungle? Which, I get, is not a Hong Kong action movie. Just run with it, though. So, in Jackie Chan's First Strike, the titular character, Jackie Chan, plays a Hong Kong cop who is also a CIA agent in the perfect post-Soviet plot of we need to get a nuclear weapon back because we accidentally sold it to some guys and we probably shouldn't have. Anyway, speaking of butts, if you want to see Jackie Chan's chiseled mid-90s butt, completely naked, just there, on screen, watch Jackie Chan's First Strike. It is a wild movie. Don't take it seriously. It's a oddity from the 90s, and that's about where it gets rated with the rest of those oddities from the 90s. It's better than The Hudson Hawk, though, which is a Bruce Willis film. Anyways, after that, I tried a new game this week called WarTales. It's a very low fantasy medieval tactical combat game, so like XCOM, but with swords and shields. Or, I guess perhaps more appropriately, like Divinity, but with less magic. Anyways, it's a very classic RPG and a very classic open world game in that your motivation and what the characters are thinking and doing only comes from you, the player. Like, it's truly a role-playing game in that you, the player, are playing the role of all of these characters who are in sort of a mercenary band. It does, for me, solve the problems that I had with Divinity and Divinity 2, which is to say, there's not a whole lot going on all the time, and in that way, you can solve problems a lot more freely. I felt with Divinity and Divinity 2, there was so much going on that you had to always remember the rock, paper, scissors. And you couldn't really solve problems the way you wanted to because there was like a million things to do, but really only 5 paths got you to victory. And the rest of them, the other 999,995, would, completely lead you astray like 2/3 the way through the game. And that's my experience with Divinity and Divinity 2. But enough about that. So it's a lot easier to play. It's really great. It's really fun. You can do whatever you want. If you want a group that is just a whole bunch of tamed wolves, you can do that. And I have been having so much fun that I'm going to do one of my traditional bandit streams. And what that means, if you haven't seen it, is I take a game that lets you do whatever you want. This might be your Fallout New Vegas. This might be your Mountain Warblade Bannerlord. Whatever you want. And then I stream a bandit build. Like, what if we're just a total jerk? Because, those are really fun for, like, streaming because you're chatting with chat and you're hanging out with people, but you don't want to do that on your normal save. That's not fun by yourself. It's really, like, depressing by yourself. So we're going to do it together. Keep an eye out for that. finally, summer is approaching and this year is nearing halfway done, which is astounding. So I'm looking for summer activities that don't take place in front of a computer as much. If you have any ideas, shoot them my way because I'm always looking to try something new. That does it for this week. Thank you so much for watching. Stream is coming up. Like I said, we're going to do a bandit build stream in WarTales. Keep an eye out for that over on Twitch. And I'm also looking to do an experimental Blender stream. I don't know if we'll get to that this week. Once again, so the tennis elbow really affects my ability to use the computer. So if I'm feeling good, we'll stream. If I'm not feeling good, we won't stream. Right now, it looks like it's going to be a Thursday-Saturday situation, but I mean, we'll see. So I will try to keep people updated both on the calendar on Twitch and over on Twitter. That does it. And then this week, we have the 4th episode of my Link to the Past Let's Play, and I have an apology to make. Something happened. The footage is bad. Like the frame rate drops out randomly for no reason, and I haven't had that problem before with this game, and I shouldn't have that problem with my setup. But it's going to affect the next 3 episodes, and I'm going to try to get it fixed. If I can't get it fixed, I'm going to have to find a different game to play, because I mean, the next 3 episodes are just not going to be great. And I don't want to go back and reshoot everything, because the way A Link to the Past works, you only have the one save, and everything just happens. So there's no going back. It's one of the first games with the autosave, for Pete's sake. So like, it's just that's where we're at. You know, that really is truly where we're at. Unfortunately, I'm quite saddened about this, but you know, that happens. If it doesn't work out, we'll jump back to Resident Evil 2 and we'll do the Claire Let's Play, because that worked out really well for us, and that'll get us kind of caught up for Resident Evil 3 and then Resident Evil 4, which I know is out, but come on, you know that you watch it for my commentary, not because it's new. Anyways, thank you all for watching. I will talk to you all next week, and have a lovely day. Bye-bye.